guys, good morning. Today on In the Kitchen with Sandy, we are making some homemade hash browns. Not just any hash browns, but we are making cheddar hash browns. Anything with cheese in it is absolutely amazing. So let's go over what we will be using. Okay, right here you see that I've got a plate lined, paper towel lined plate with my shredded potatoes on them. What I done is just took some potatoes and I peeled them and then I shredded them just with a little, like a cheese grater, a shredder, you know, what have you. And I stuck them in some nice cold water and let them sit there and kind of soak for a little bit to get some of the starch out of them. And then I drained them and then I ran a little bit more water over top of them. And you can see, look at that. They're not even that orange color that potatoes usually turn. Oh, I left a whole, almost a big chunk in there. But yeah, we've got a lot of starch out of it, and that's one of the important things in making sure that your hash browns don't get that gooiness to them. They can become gooey, kind of gooey in the middle if you don't get a lot of that starch out of them. You know, starch, all that good stuff that we like, that you and I like so well. So what we're going to be using today, I've got an egg in here, a little bit of flour, and some cheddar cheese. And we're going to add some onions right to that. I gotta have onions with mine. I like onions with mine. And if you want to taste them, if you want to taste just like this, then you're going to use onions with yours too. You don't have to use a whole lot. I like a little bit of crunch to mine and a little bit of onion powder, of course. Oh my goodness, my bowl must have been wet. It's sticking in there. Just toss that in there. These are absolutely amazing. And like I said, you will not... Oh, my camera's fallen. Sorry about that. There we go. There we go. I think we're good now. And then you're just going to oh, I can't even talk today. Go ahead and give that a nice stir. And what the little bit of flour is going to do is help keep them together. You know what? I don't even know why I use this little bowl. I'm going to have to go to a bigger bowl. Oh, it smells so good already. Getting a text. Getting a text. Life is important. Got to answer my text. Alright, go ahead and add a little bit of salt. You don't need a whole lot of salt because, you know, your cheese has, you know, a good dose, a nice little dosing of salt in it and some fresh ground pepper. You know I like fresh ground pepper. Lots of fresh ground pepper. And then what we're going to do is, I'm going to transfer this to a bigger bowl. Just give it a nice mixture. And the egg and the flour is going to help keep those hash browns together. Just put it right in there. And then we're going to add our potatoes. Look at that. Look how pretty those are. And honestly, I've had these shredded probably for about 30 minutes. And I did let them sit in some water for about 15-20 minutes. And you can see, because they kind of get, there's kind of like a... I don't know, not like a glaze. I don't even know how to, what to say about it, what it is. It's just like a slimy type. It's all that starch. It's all that good stuff. It's all that stuff that we love. Go ahead and put them in here. Now, this is like 4 potatoes. And I don't even know why I'm making all these. It's just me and the husband today. He's still on vacation. And I enjoy it. I enjoy when my husband's on vacation. I like to have him home with me. And just give that a mixture. Just give that a nice toss there. Just coat everything really well. I mean, you don't want a whole lot of the cheese in there. I mean, because actually the potato, this is a recipe for hash browns. So obviously the potatoes are the star of the show. The cheese just gives it a little extra deliciousness. These are so good. So good. You know, they're perfect to top any of your toppings. I like mine with just ketchup. Some people eat, you know, sour cream, salsa. You can make them all kinds of different ways. Now, let's get over to the stove. See how I've got that nice and mixed there? It's all incorporated well. Oh, I love the smell of the onions too. Now, let's get the stove and get started. All right, in my pan here, I've got about probably a couple tablespoons of just regular like vegetable oil, canola oil. You can use whatever. I would recommend using olive oil. Olive oil is not something that you want to use for your potatoes. So what you're gonna do is take some and you're just gonna put it right. Oh, these are gonna be so good. You know, however big you want them, you're just gonna put them right in your pan there. Make sure your oil comes up to temperature. I could probably get about 4 in here, 4 or 5. Like I said, depending on your size. I probably should have used, look at that. I'm using a fork, really. It is what it is. And then you just put, oh, they smell so good. As soon as they hit that pan, they smell so good. The cheese and the onions, and oh, I love onions in mine. And then once you get them in your pan, your little frying pan, you know what, I don't want to do like 10 million of them, so let's go ahead and add the rest of this. We're going to have some big ones today. We're going to have some big ones. Just go ahead and add those in there, and then once you get them added to your pan, I've got my stovetop here on about medium. There, we'll make that one bigger. And then as you're cooking them, just kind of, you know, push them, kind of shape them, if you will, if you want to. I mean, some people don't even shape theirs into hash browns like this. There, you can also, you know, just kind of fry them up in your pan and make them like the, who is that, Waffle House. Theirs is more of a, you know, a loose variety, but I'm gonna shape mine. And then just make sure you push them down there, because you kind of want them to be thin so they'll crisp up really nicely and the inside of the potato will get done. You don't want to pile them too high. I'm going to turn this up a little bit on about just slightly higher than medium. I mean, if you're looking at your range, it's going to look like you have it on about, oh, are you falling? You got your knob around 5 o'clock. That's what it looks like, 5 o'clock. Look at these, absolutely beautiful, and they smell amazing. Now, we're not going to disturb these. We're going to leave these alone. Now, let's go ahead and add a little bit more pepper on them, because I like pepper. Oh my gosh, they smell so good. And we are going to let these fry for a couple minutes on each side. Probably, honestly, about 4 or 5 minutes on each side. You want them to develop that nice golden brown color, and they will. Just don't disturb them. Do not disturb them until you're ready to flip them. As she's disturbed them. Still trying to get a shape to mine. So we're going to let these go. And then I will show you what they look like. Look at those. Look at how beautiful they are. The presentation is absolutely beautiful. Look at that. And they are nice and crispy on the outside and tender and absolutely delicious on the inside. They've got the onion. Oh, I'm just going to go ahead and take me a bite. Look at that. Nice and crispy. Oh my goodness. So good. Absolutely amazing. You know what? They're hard to get on there. Can you see that? Dipped in a little bit of ketchup. And you know, I'm about to taste these. Oh my word. I can't even tell you how delicious these are. What I want you to do is, I want you to get in your kitchen right now and make these. These are so phenomenal. Your family's going to love you for it. The cheese, the onions, the onion powder, and they come out so perfectly golden brown, and they are absolutely amazing. I hope you enjoy this recipe, and give me a thumbs up, subscribe, as I'm cutting me another bite. I gotta have me another bite. These are so damn good. Make sure you follow me on Facebook, Twitter, Google+, Pinterest, Instagram, everywhere, all over social media. I'm everywhere. I do have a cooking group on Facebook as well called In the Kitchen with Sandy. I would love for you to join that and share some of your favorite recipes on there. And I also have a page on there, In the Kitchen with Sandy, where I post the majority of my videos at. But go ahead and log on there, join the Facebook group, and, you know, correspond and share recipes with other people like yourself and myself that love good food. I mean, we love to eat. I certainly hope you enjoy this recipe. If you have anything that you would like me to make for you, please don't hesitate to let me know. Shoot me a message, shoot me an email, leave a comment below, and I'll see you next time. I love you all so very much. Don't judge me. I love potatoes. Make sure you make these.